What happens when two mildly forgettable B-movie monsters face off? You get 80 minutes of B-movie gold. To put it in B-movie terms, this film makes Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus look like a third-rate boa versus python. Ouch. The movie starts off at a top-secret research lab. I really hate it in monster movies when you have to wait forever before you get to see the monster. This film takes an entire 29 seconds before Dinocroc is out and killing. I think that's some kind of record. This fulfills the Sci-Fi Channel's policy of showing the monster early, then often. Busty Scientist rings David Carradine and gives us exposition. I've noticed that these films often have a boss character that's in a series of small scenes that take place in one location. The reason behind this is that the filmmakers can hire a named actor for one day, then pepper their scenes throughout the film, so it seems like they're in the movie more than they really are. If you see a monster movie with either Eric Roberts or Lance Henriksen on the cover, you can bet the farmhouse that they have this role. Now, this is neither good or bad, as much as a slightly unusual convention that can be often seen in these films. David Carradine sends out a team of mercenaries to take care of the situation. Meanwhile, Supergator escapes. From there we meet Expendable Guy and Expendable Girl. They burn up some screen time by running towards a waterfall. They pop their tops, then get killed. So, let's introduce some non-expendable characters. Hello, Hot Pants. Hot Pants is some kind of environmental cop or something, I don't really know. Her job in this film is to look good and not be too annoying, which she pulls off in spades. Characters in these films don't need to be realistic or relatable as much as colorful. The real stars of these movies are the monsters, so the human characters are there to push the plot forward, be chased, killed, or eaten. Up next is Hawaiian Shirt.
You know, son, you look like a damn fool in that shirt.
He's a scientist, and his job is to fall in love with Hot Pants, and work out how to kill a monster or something like that. Carradine's mercenaries get to the lab. As they didn't bring a giant mechanized Steve Irwin with them, they die. Hot Pants' boat breaks down, so Hawaiian Shirt takes her back to town. On the way, they find evidence of the monsters. I don't know about you, but I'm getting overloaded with all this plot. I think it's time for bikinis. These girls are making their way to the waterfall, where they find a, nature photographer. I wonder what's gonna happen.
Okay, you guys are gonna love this picture.
The main appeal of these films is to see unusual monsters, cool kills, and cute girls. We're lucky enough to get all three in this scene. David Carradine gets Busty Kung Fu assistant to hire Mick Dundee to hunt down the monsters.
Grab me again and I'll put a hole in your favorite shirt.
Then Hawaiian Shirt reveals who he really is.
So you're a spy.
Yeah, but for the good guys.
They look at some giant mushrooms, then are soon joined by Busty Scientist, who's managed to outrun Supergator. This goes into a car chase, which then turns into a monster car boat chase. Mick Dundee takes care of Supergator. While it's recovering, the gang sits around for some good old-fashioned backstory.
Drake hoped that their DNA could create a vaccine. A vaccine that would not only make humans immune to biological agents, but would make them stronger and more agile as well.
Sounds like Drake wanted himself some super soldiers. Well, Drake did exactly what I thought. He created some giant monsters in that think tank of his, and now they've gotten loose.
From there we go to more expendable characters. Unlike the other expendable characters, these ones have already been set up. In a previous scene, we see that dude book a hotel room. Thankfully for us, the hotel clerk is played by a terrible actor.
Full desk.
Jerry.
That's me.
Jerry, it's me, Chaz Kingsley.
It's good to hear your voice again, Mr. Kingsley.
Great to hear your voice too, but you're not only going to hear me, you're going to see me in less than 4 hours. I'm catching the studio jet to the island in less than 10 minutes.
That's wonderful.
It is wonderful. I'm almost at the airport right now. Just wrapped another sequel to Maniac Man and decided it was time for a little rated R&R.
Anyway, back to the hot tub.
What was that?
Oh, I didn't see that coming. Back to the hospital, and Busty Kung Fu assistant chalks up the only non-monster related kill of the movie. We're almost at the hour mark, so Mick Dundee turns and decides to help our heroes.
Alligator and crocodile are mortal enemies.
Since when?
I say we bring them together. We make them fight. We can take out the winner when it's most vulnerable.
Shouldn't Hawaiian Shirt be coming up with the plan?
So how do you propose we do that?
As this movie is about to end, David Carradine needs to be taken out. How apt. He died in the house he loved being in. Around this time, a group of tourists go to an abandoned hotel. The tour guide tells us,
The Coco Palms Resort achieved early exposure and fame in the 1958 film She Gods of Shark Reef. Virtually the entire climax of the movie was shot right here on the grounds or near the hotel.
I remember that film. It was a lot of fun, but where's this Elvis room you spoke about?
This is mentioned because She God of Shark Reef is an almost unwatchable film directed by the producer Roger Corman, or should I say, Oscar winner Roger Corman. Hot Pants and her dad tried to take the monsters out with handguns. I could have told them that was a bad idea and I don't even wear pants. This time around, Hot Pants gets into a car chase with Dinocroc. She gets to the drop-off point where Dinocroc and Supergator fight. And if you want to know who wins this epic battle, well, I guess you just have to watch the movie and find out. This film is directed by Jim Wynorski. Wynorski loves a busty girl, so I'm going to give you the top 5 busts of Dinocroc vs. Supergator. Number 5. Busty Nurse. Number 4, Busty Kung Fu Assistant. Number 3, Busty Scientist. Number 2, Busty Tour Guide. Number 1, Busty Tourist. Oh, wait. Dinocroc vs. Supergator is a fun, fast-paced film. It has a good soundtrack and good CGI for a movie of its budget. Oh, and here's a fun little fact. Michael Ironside plays Dinocroc, while Supergator was entirely CGI. That guy can do anything. Dinocroc vs. Supergator is well worth checking out. I'm hoping that Roger Corman's Dino Shark and Sharktopus and Eric Roberts will join them for a sequel.
Logan, someone from Mr. Drake's office called. They want you to meet at this location.
Anything else?
Yes, they wanted me to inform you that everything's ready for your hunting expedition.
Do me a favor. Call him back. Tell him I'll be there within an hour.
Will do.